Hello guys, my name is Rossen from Tactical Performance Center, and today we'll see how we'll combine two different components and different variations of that components to achieve accuracy and precision and still maintaining speed. What's the difference between accuracy and precision? Precision is to do something over and over again the same manner, and accuracy is actually to put a shot on a specific target. Alright, let's talk about the target that we have here. This is the TPC diminishing dot target, and actually it represents multiple targets with a different difficulty. What's the definition of a difficult target? It's or a very far or very small target. Now let's talk about these two different components that we'll focus today and the different variations. Find the best combination for you that will make you more successful according to the situation. The first component, this is the trigger manipulation. There are three different types of trigger manipulation. First one, and the most precise, is called staging of the trigger. What staging of the trigger actually is, we'll take the slack, then you add about 80% of the pressure necessary to break the shot, and at the end you add that 20% very fine will make a very accurate and precise shot like this. Second type of trigger manipulation is called prep press. What prep press is, it's simply you're taking the slack until you meet the wall of the trigger, and then with constant speed you proceed the actual press of the trigger. Most of the time you use the prep press for middle distance targets, and it's very accurate and at the same time very fast trigger manipulation. The last trigger manipulation, it's called slapping. Slapping is we go through the slack to the actual trigger press with one constant motion in the same speed. Second component that we'll cover, this is the muzzle flip control. There are two different types. First one is passive, and passive muzzle flip control is when we rely on the cam of the wrist. As we said with the previous episode, camming the wrist is simply setting the wrist and creating that spring still. When the energy of the recoil goes away, our gun will recover automatically more or less on the same point of aim. The second muzzle flip control, it's active one. When we have a very difficult target, we cannot rely on the cam of the wrist. It's precise, but not enough if the target is quite difficult. So then we'll allow the recoil to happen, and we're going to micro steer the gun back to achieve that maximum precision and accuracy in that particular situation. Now we'll experiment and we'll combine the different variations of these two components and see what will make us successful and at different targets. What's the actual drill? We have the TPC diminishing dot target. Distance 5 yards away. Gun condition holstered, safety on, or a hammer completely decocked. On the signal, engage all 4 of the dots, 1 shot per dot only. Makeup shots are not allowed. Now let's move forward and let's talk actually what was the combination that I did. First one, I presented the gun at the moment that I see the sights. I used that passive muzzle flip control. I used the cam and I slapped the trigger. The target is good enough that I can be successful on this one. Second one, I still use the cam, but I press the trigger for a little bit more precise shot. I did exactly the same thing on the second WAS target. Now, the WAS target, it's pretty tiny. It's a 1-inch dot and it requires more attention from us. First of all, I use the active muzzle flip control. I let the gun recoil and I micro steer it back to guarantee the accuracy for this particular task. Second, I use the staging of the trigger. to be a really precise and firm shot. It works for me. For you, you can experiment with different combinations, but now you have the tools and the knowledge to find the best combination for you. If you're looking for real challenge now, instead of one shot in each target, let's try to make a control pair. You need to engage and put 2 shots in each one in that simple string of 8 shots. I put 1 shot on the very last target, and that's the most challenging one. What actually happened? I was a little bit too rushed, and I pulled that second shot a little bit too proactive. It's supposed to micro steer and just simply smoothly place the sights on the target. Well, I dropped that single shot last time on that very last small target, which is a 1H dot. Now, I will stay really focused about my trigger manipulation and make sure that I'm really going to stage that trigger. We'll have that good, precise shot. Let's do it. Have a look. All right, that was my successful pace, and as we said before, I use exactly the same combination between these 2 components that we already discussed. Was really focused on my very last trigger pull. The main goal to achieve the accuracy and the speed desired under pressure and time. You can download this target, look for the Diminishing Dot target in our website, tacticalperformancecenter.com. Till then, train hard. See you next time.